I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASANABI broadcast coming to you live from not so sunny, but instead kind of gloomy California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is a very special day. First, I'm gonna get started on the HASANABI Vindication week because it's vindication in ways that I never thought would be happening. But apparently we made it to the top of the leaderboard on Reddit. We're on r/all, and it's a positive way. It's not like a fucking base boosted, heavily brigaded live stream fails clip. It's actually Laura Loomer demanding that I get deported, which, of course, if you know who Laura Loomer is, Jigsaw from the Saw series, you might have seen her. She was really popping in that. I mean, she did a great job. Like she's got acting chops for sure, but she's also one of Donald Trump's most loyal servants. Donald Trump called her a free spirit, as you guys know. And Laura Loomer has, all jokes aside, straight up made the administration do things like purge the national security, the NSC, like literally under her watchful gaze. She was able to stamp out disloyal people in the National Security Council. She's revoked medical visas for Palestinians that were coming to the United States to get like immediate medical intervention. When she says, hopefully today President Trump can negotiate the permanent deportation of Hassan Piker back to Turkey, it's time for him to go home. Like this is a person who unironically has motion in the administration. So I'm a little worried. Even then, I did still turn around and say, I was born here, dumbass. To which it seems like a lot of people also liked it because it got 300,000 likes. And because of that generational ratio, I'm gonna keep it $150. I might be the first American citizen, natural born US citizen, to be denaturalized and also sent to a separate country. Like that might actually be the case. You've lawyered up. I mean, I got the ACLU with me. I got all of the civil rights lawyers they're basically salivating at the prospect, from what I understand, of being the person who successfully defends a precedent-setting legal case. So if some shit like that were to happen, I feel like I'm fairly well protected. But I do also have this I have this secret belief that Laura Loomer kind of likes me. I think I'm not even joking. She's been following me for years, so that might be my saving grace. There are so many of these like right-wing content creators, women, that have for years and years follow me, and I've just been shitting on them relentlessly, and they still do. And I don't know if it's like a hateful follow where they're like hate watching, or if it's more like I don't know, following for a different reason. Like Lauren Chen for years fucking followed me when I was calling her a white nationalist, white supremacist. Like, why? Maybe it's because I do every now and then put a cock shot up there, you know, on the timeline. It's for them. It's for the white nationalist ladies to fucking turn it around and no longer be white supremacists, white nationalists. All right, as I was saying, we got numerous points of vindication that I want to talk about here. Number one, we did it, Reddit. Okay, Reddit no longer hates me, seemingly, because they hate the administration so much that when one of the administration's top dogs says like, we got to deport this guy, all of a sudden I'm at r/all, but in a positive way where people are defending me. That's shocking. Okay, let's be real. I'm not used to this. Number two moment of vindication comes from the alt-left, alternative left, something that I've been building brick by brick for many, many years, and it's finally here. We got a bunch of brolic dudes promoting the notion of a well-organized swoletariat, making me very excited. For years and years I've been pushing for this, and I'm glad that mad people are doing it now. And this person is not even referencing me apparently, but there's still Hassan Piker edits in the background there. But I love that. Like this dude. War tactics used abroad will eventually be used domestically. The proletariat must be ready to defend itself. That's what I'm talking about. It's all dudes like this. He on the gear for sure. I don't have any issues with that. I don't got no problems with that. He was already in great shape, and then he got in even better shape. Look. I mean, you don't know if he's on gear actually, but you don't know that. You don't know that. He was already fit. He was already fit in the first photo. Maybe he's just Maybe he's just natty. In any case, I've been seeing that. That's another point of vindication. Let's put that out there as well. Respect to all the HASANABI heads out there doing the damn thing. Okay, to all the alt left, the swoletariat. And then last but not least, my timeline has been going nutty mode on One Piece. It has been crazy. There's like a million different One Piece TikToks that have gone hella viral, and it's completely out of nowhere. I don't even know what this is about, but I guess Trash Taste, or not just Trash Taste, but like the anime man Joey has been under fire lately, because I think he made like a YouTube video or something where he was like talking about anime tourists or some shit like that, and basically they've been yelling at him over that. They've been yelling at Trash Taste over that. And in the process of like getting mad at Trash Taste for their trash takes on anime, I guess is the way that things are going. And I don't know what he did. I have no idea what he did. Literally don't understand. But like my For You page has been just all this. And these all have like 100K likes, 80K likes. Is crazy. They got like millions of fucking views. And basically what happened is they are using an old clip from my first Trash Taste slot that I did, where I talked about how One Piece is political. Now, the irony there is that the dudes, including Connor, were just kind of fucking around. They weren't like, they understood that it was political, but people are basically just using this like short clip to just dunk on all of them, to be like, these guys are fucking idiots. They don't understand. I don't even think that they were like, they were just like playing along. They weren't like aggressively debating me on it or some shit like that. To be honest, I think they were reacting that way for the content. Yeah, but it's just, it's completely out of my hands. We get it, they're your friends. No, that's the other thing. Bro, what are you talking about? Last time I went on Trash Taste when I was in Japan, this is from the first time I went on Trash Taste. The last time I went on Trash Taste when I was in Japan, it got brigaded into fucking oblivion by Asmongold, Ethan Klein, and Destiny Dick Riders and Trash Taste's own fucking fan base to be like, this guy's a terrorist. Why the fuck would you have a terrorist on? They went crazy. They were like trying to dox the people that fucking work on the background at Trash Taste. And they got so scared from that brigading that they literally came out and were like, we're never letting Hasan on Trash Taste ever again. So people don't even know what the actual reason is. No, they got fucking yelled at. And I never said a damn thing either. I was like, all right, well, all I did was, hey guys, I was on this episode, go show it love. I don't even have any fucking smoke for these dudes anyway. I don't, it's fine. They're nice people. I don't really give a shit. I'm used to it, right? Wait, so Connor doesn't fuck with you no more? No, not even. It's not like that at all. Not even a little bit. But like in my line of work with what I do, I know that there are a lot of quote unquote apolitical fucking shitheads that can present themselves as like fans of whatever particular thing that they're invested in to make it seem like they just have a real point of contention, a real point of anger against me. And they can present it in a way that like at the time will freak people out. And that's precisely what happened. What ended up happening in that situation was they so heavily fucking brigaded that and then celebrated the brigading too. They did it openly that these guys literally turned around and were like, yeah, we're never going to let him on. I don't even know who brigaded. I think Hasan brigaded it. And I was like, brigaded it? I'm on the fucking episode. I just said, go show the fucking podcast some love. But in any case, I don't have any issues with these guys, but I do think it's kind of funny that like everyone is using the one time where they were in an interest of making content out of it. Like they were just going back and forth on it. The Australian news is literally covering it. Wait, what?
Why is the One Piece flag flying?
Yeah, that's okay. Let's just start here first, and then we'll get to the Australian news side.
He literally is. I mean, he's fighting. I hate that you're kind of.
Hasan was banned from coming back to the Trash Taste podcast after that episode because their audience.
That's not true. That it wasn't that episode. That was I was on again. I I was banned after the second time I went on.
Was so up in arms that he would dare to bring the political allegory that is One Piece to the forefront in those conversations. As someone who's been making videos for a short amount of time, it's actually easy to just talk about the different aspects of Nen in Hunter x Hunter. It's easy to talk about the different devil fruits. It's easy for me to respond to comments where people need me to clarify a fight between Hisoka and Crollo. What's hard is to go against the people that side with oppression or the people that are complacent to it, and they don't want you to bring it up. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to take these kinds of stances. As far as I can tell, that is the Trash Taste podcast listenership. They would like to bury their head in the sand of happy-go-lucky rubber boy punching big dragon dude. They don't want to see that Kaido is a capitalist overthrow and a totalitarian regime that owns an entire island and is subjugating its people. They don't want to see these kinds of things because then it reflects reality back at them, and they want to escape from reality. They'd rather not pick a side. They'd rather not.
I think this is a decent assessment for a lot of the One Piece fandom that at the time got mad at me for saying this and was yelling at me. If you remember, a lot of like the big One Piece accounts that were that constantly fucking rage bait didn't even care about what I was saying or the argument that I was making, and turned around and were just simply fucking, remember those like big blue check mark accounts on Twitter at the time? They were going hella fucking aggro on me. They're like, Hasan called Luffy a terrorist. What is he, the one world government? They didn't even understand what I was fucking saying. Like, I was like, he's a freedom fighter. I'm saying he's a freedom fighter. Like, what you would call someone a terrorist in the real world sometimes could also be a freedom fighter. Like, that's the point I was trying to make. Basically, a lot of people at the time were mad, but 2 years after that, at this stage, around the globe, the Straw Hat Pirates flag is now seen as like a symbol of resisting against oppressive governments internationally. Nepal, Indonesia, no matter where people go, there's One Piece flags at the fucking pro-Palestine protests. It is straight up now seen as a flag by the youth to resist against unjustifiable systems of oppression. I would say that this is quite literally one of my most resilient takes.
Advocate for people that need it. They would rather run away. And when you refuse to advocate for the people who need it the most, don't be alarmed when you are counted on the list with the oppressor by the oppressor. It is not only the people that are against oppression who will count you as against them. It is the people who are doing the oppression will count on the fact you will not speak up.
I think this dude's assessment is pretty correct, though. Trash Taste motherfuckers are really chill people. I used to watch them a lot. Anime audience motherfuckers still have a lot of right-wing people do. Very different from Connor, Joey, and Garn's politics. Comes with the territory a bit to self-censor, and also with the additional brigading. They just don't want to be harassed by Hasan haters, y'all. We see how nasty Hasan ops get, and they just want to protect their team and crew. Like, that was the real reason. That was definitely the reason. I can't stop people from fucking feeling some type of way about that, especially because at the time, it's like I was getting my ass fucked from 11 different directions, whether it be like the Israeli government, literally, or whether it be like a bunch of fucking liberal content creators who were presenting me as a fucking terrorist using the most Islamophobic sentiment that possibly could fucking arrive at to be like, he's a terrorist, he's a terrorist, he's a terrorist, over and over and over again. Now, of course, a lot of those people have shut the fuck up now. Have you noticed? They've been mad quiet because it fucking feels like it's fuck Israel o'clock. So a lot of those apolitical centrist Andes who made it seem as though they were simply critiquing just the pro-Palestinian side, they've been quite quiet as of late. I don't have a lot of smoke for the Trash Taste boys in general. I'm just simply talking about the One Piece's political take. The One Piece's political take has been resilient. But yeah, this is not a I told you so moment anyway. This is a moment to continue acting, to continue pushing.
Your audience will also desert you. I don't know if Lolly Man over here, the anime man, ever realized that he probably had.
This is like fucking 3 minutes long. But yeah, my point is, it's funny that like there is like a little bit of miscommunication, I think. There is a little bit of a wrong assessment here, because I don't even think that the Trash Taste podcast is like expressly right wing at all. They do have a very right wing audience, and I think that's probably the reason why they engage in self censorship. And not only that, but also that's the reason why they fucking banned me. But it wasn't over the One Piece take. I'm just correcting the record. In any case, the One Piece takes like popping off. People talking about One Piece is political. One Piece's revolutionary politics is great. Yeah, if you want to know like the fucking brigade, the brigading that went crazy over this was probably my least political. This was the second time I went on Trash Taste, and it was all of these like fucking lolly ass Nazis like this. This dude is a Mexican, by the way, a Mexican neo-Nazi, straight up. Name is Hayasaka Aryan. Like, look, Hasan, I love sex trafficked girls, Piker. Man, Trash Taste fell off if y'all brought Hasan on. Heavy fucking brigading. Do you guys think the Houthis like Luffy too? That is the real reason that I was banned from participating in Trash Taste. I still find it odd that the anime community trends more right-wing. No, it makes total sense. It's escapism. Japan is a very right-wing culture, and a lot of people see Japan as like the perfect society because of its xenophobic tendencies, whether it be, also pedophilia too. There's that too. It makes a lot of sense. Japan is a fucking ethno state. Having said that, however, of course, there are many Japanese people like Hideo Kojima or even Oda himself that have, or even fucking, what's his face? Studio Ghibli. Like, there are mad fucking revolutionary Japanese people out there. Now, some of their politics might not be super in line, but yeah, Miyazaki as well. Hayao Miyazaki, not the best person in his own personal affairs, but his politics are very interesting. His politics are very great. He is anti-AI, very worried about climate change, anti-imperialist, an open hater of the United States of America, anti-fascist. There are a ton of incredibly important artists and auteurs in Japan that do not reflect the broader views of Japanese society, or rather have a very unique take on a lot of things, especially in comparison to like American perspectives. Yeah, Miyazaki was a literal Marxist organizer. Yep.